Hi,
Hello,
everyone!
hello,
Hi,
everyone. Hello, hello.
Hello, and welcome to Iloilo Prima Galaw official Iloilo Prima Galaw's YouTube channel.
and we are here once again, rated PG, where we talk about everything and anything.
Under the sun. Unfiltered.
And we have here our creative director and president of Iloilo Prima Galaw's Arts Institute. We have Mr. Romie John Delariarte. And two of our nurses here from abroad. We have Mr. Ramon Vincent Feliciano and, of course, Mr. Uzi Demegillo. How are you guys?
Hello, hello. Good morning from Ottawa.
Yes. And
Yes, good
today we
morning
will be
from.
talking about, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be talking about dealing with bad days. There you go.
Ooh, yeah,
Bad days.
bad
Okay.
days.
Bad days. How bad are your days then?
Exactly.
Very bad.
Very bad for Toto RV. Why is
Yes,
that so?
indeed.
Why bad, Miss?
Mm.
Why bad, Ramon?
Um, well, it is not privy to anybody or to anyone that staffing is a very difficult situation here or here in the US. Next year, the baby boomers of uh, of the baby boomers rather are resigning or retiring. So a huge number of workforce here in the US will be gone. So we are foreseeing staffing difficulties within the next few years to come. So that's why we're just starting to feel that as early as now.
It's not just
Okay.
in retirement homes or nursing homes. It's also in the hospital. Every day is short staff day, which is ridiculous because of this pandemic. It really affected staffing wise. Other nurses tend to quit, or other nurses tend to go into travel nursing, which like costs more for the hospital. I don't know why they should at least raise our our salary.
Oh,
Might as well to solve staffing issues, but it is what it is right now. So.
is is
Yeah.
is that also the cause of your bad days, Uz? Like Ramon?
Yes, definitely, because you go into work thinking that you're only gonna carry like 4 to 5 patients, and then you get there, you get shifted into another department, and then you get
Hmm.
6 or 7 heavy patients, which is like stressing and time consuming for you after 12 hours. So, it depends on you how you cope on those bad days after that. We're gonna talk about in the
Okay,
next
okay.
few minutes.
What about you, Nick? I mean, we don't have a host here, and anyone can just
Hmm.
say anything.
Mhm.
Then I mean, like.
Well, I am not really sure if I consider today a bad day because it's a holiday here in Iloilo. It's Liberation of
Mm.
Panay.
Yes, yes.
Oh
But
yeah.
what we're currently struggling with here in as far as my office is concerned is that everything just got back to more or less new normal. Well, technically what I'm saying is we're going to be working now daily. So I have to
Hmm.
get used
Yes.
to the idea that I have to wake up early, go to Guimaras, then go back, then go to Guimaras, then go back. So
Oh my God.
that's and plus as you all know, guys, the gas prices are up. And well,
Correct.
I think that's going to cause a lot of bad days for both vehicle owners and commuters because we're spending, it's going to be more in terms of payment for fare or gas in
Mhm.
general. So, yeah,
Oh.
Hmm.
I was
that's
just thinking
basically
about
it
your
for me.
commute. Like it's a killer commute.
Correct, correct, correct. Like
Yes, you
correct,
have to go between islands in the Philippines,
correct,
diba?
And then
correct.
the
Island,
fare pa. Oh
island to
my
island.
goodness.
Yes. So basically,
Yes.
like for myself, the stress would primarily come from the transition from the normal
Mm.
to pandemic,
Hmm.
and now again that uh the new. I mean, I don't know what normal would that be, but then we are again transitioning from the pandemic to the new normal to the
Mhm.
normal thing. It's again very stressing. We have
Hmm.
to be in. I mean, like personally, I have to be in school like every now and then. Like before, I just have to choose like once a week when I have to go to school. But now there seem to have an obligation that I have to be there, like basically for a week. So I don't know. And then now, like with the students again, like with the kids that we have in the institute, there seem to have a lot again of things to be done since we are into the we might be back already to the new normal. So it causes really a lot of stress. So anyway, with the bad days that we have, what should we do then? What are the tips that we're going to have or to give our friends?
Yeah, maybe I can I can start because I started to feel those bad days physically when I drive to my workplace. I feel short of breath. I feel anxious. I am having physical symptoms like headache and body pains, and maybe that is aside from getting older or aging. Um, uh, one perfect thing or one way I cope with this is deep breathing, like pursed lip breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, pursed lip, because it somehow gives me more oxygen in the brain, so make more ready to face the day. So that is just one among others.
I
Okay.
know, and another thing it probably is like treating yourself or something relaxing. Very guilty about this because every time after I'm off work, I treat myself by eating out, and the
Yeah.
evidence is in the screen. That's
Yeah,
why
same
I
here.
gained.
Same here.
I
Mm-hmm,
think I have a
mm-hmm.
double chin right now because I've been treating myself a lot. Like I did a lot. And also, like, sometimes no Ramon mentioned this, like going into shopping, and my mine probably is Funko Pop like this, like treating myself for
Oh yeah. I think
Funko
I'll
Pop.
be
Yes,
I think I'll be better, Us, when you're going to give me that, Us.
it will be a good day for Cerdy.
Exactly. Oh my
Yes,
God. Yeah,
yes,
it
yes.
will be a very good day for
My
him.
bad day will be gone, Us, if you're going to send that to me here in the Philippines.
Sure,
Yes.
sure. What
Okay.
about you, Nick?
Uh, I think going out for a very short run usually helps.
Mm-hmm.
Finding a very open space for you to move. Maybe it's a very short walk, a very short run, for you to just compose yourself, think about what happened in the day, relax, and just stretch out. Get away from it for a little bit, and maybe sometimes daydream, talk to yourself.
Oh. With Uzi, it's
Talk to
Basically,
different.
yourself. Talk to yourself. That is very dangerous, Nico.
I
Talking to
just
yourself,
daydream.
talking to
I daydream.
talking to yourself
talk to
alone.
yourself, or just just think of what happened in the day, make a
Mhm.
very positive recollection, compose yourself, and just get back into the swing of things. Or
Yeah.
sometimes you can also refer to something at my back. There's also alcohol. If that's your thing, go out with friends.
Alcohol, what
An
Uh,
emotional crutch.
Alcohol
Yeah.
like
Oh.
isopropyl or
it's just,
ethyl.
A
if you want to
glass
be
of wine.
adult about it, you can drink out with your friends, go out with your
Mhm.
friends, talk about your problems. Just drink moderately. And
Mhm.
for kids who will be listening to this, don't drink. Wait till you're
And
18.
Yeah.
don't drink
Yeah,
and
correct.
drive too.
Don't
Yes,
drink and
correct,
drive.
correct, 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 correct. Like for me, in my case, like Nico said, that is going to run. I plan to. I have a very old bike actually. I have a very old bike which I want to change, which I want to buy a new bike because I want to bike from the house from Dumangas then to Barotac. That's my
Oh
plan then for
wow.
because aside from it's a release, it's a release. I
Mm-hmm.
would also want to lose weight, just like Uzi. I also want to lose weight because I have gained. I actually have
Eating a
doubled.
lot.
Yeah, my stomach is already bigger than before. It's doubled. It has doubled already its size. Yes, promise, promise. And I want to lose weight. So I promise to really have, to do biking. And I
Oh,
think
that's a
that's
good.
that's a way of releasing all the negative
Oh
Sure.
yes.
vibrations in your body and in your
Endorphins.
mind. So it's going outside and then it would also like lead you to practice deep breathing, and then it's also a form of relaxation and so many
Mhm.
other things, and it's also a form of exercise, right?
Yes.
So
Mhm.
A- And sir, correct me if I'm wrong. Di ba, when we do exercise, when we do physical activities, we, scientifically speaking, we release certain hormones in our body, the
Yes.
happy hormones that
Yes.
allows us to feel good, which a way to counteract those bad days, di ba?
Correct. But my only problem now is, since I'm getting old already, like older than before, I may not be able to sustain it. So now what I'm trying to do is, like, bike a little, like for like short, a certain distance. Like every
Mhm.
morning I used to do that. So that, like, when it's time already to travel from Dumangas to Barotac, or from Barotac to Dumangas, I could already sustain that energy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Also,
So,
I think it would help to identify the source of the bad day, so to speak.
correct.
Because sometimes
Mm.
maybe the bad day is just a post that you see in social media. Maybe you can just log
Mhm.
out of your social media account,
Like
Break.
and
seeing,
that will
Yeah.
like
actually
seeing,
end the bad day.
correct, like seeing a post from Ramon. So it would also cause your, it would also, it would also cause your bad day also.
No, no, sir. That is my way of release or expressing. It is my way of venting out, diba?
Yes, yes.
One way to get over a bad day is to talk about it, is to vent out. And with social media now, the reaction from people, from your friends, they will send you a message. How are you doing? Are you okay? And then you get to talk about the feeling. It is really it allows you to lessen the anxiety or the
Yes.
feeling.
I think as a friend, I sent you a message, diba? I posted a message, diba?
And I'm
So
very
social
thankful for
media
those
can
random thoughts.
What?
help you, or it can also cause the bad days, di ba?
Correct.
Kasi,
Correct.
Yes.
for example, it's election season. Sometimes you get posts from opinion from different side, and then after
Sure.
that you get annoyed. That causes your bad day. Sometimes it causes the bad day, sometimes it releases the bad day. So handle with care in terms of social media.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct.
understand
Be
It also
selective.
reflects like if you're having a very series of bad days. If you see on the phone that you've been using your phone in a week like for 84% of the time, and then you get tend to reflect like, oh, have I having a bad week because I've been spending so much time on my phone, and that it makes you reflect on the days that you passed by, and then how were you able to cope up with those bad days,
Mhm.
diba? So yeah, so social media, so dahan-dahan lang.
Dahan-dahan lang mo na, dahan-dahan lang mo na.
I am reminding myself of that every day, sir. That's why I actually have a timer, an hourly timer, or an hourly alarm rather, in my phone, just to remind me that I am spending too much time on a certain task. So if I am in my phone for a long time, and it will go off that I've spent an hour already, so it's time to move to another activity. So that's how I do it sometimes.
But then,
Sometimes.
yeah,
Sometimes is the
sometimes.
word sometimes.
Yes,
Sometimes you
correct.
don't.
Diba? But social media is not all bad naman, diba? Like, it could inspire you also. Like, it could even give you something good in a bad day, diba? When you're in a bad mood, when
Mhm.
you're in a bad day. Social media can also help you, diba? Like reading some quotes, like, when you want to give up, like reading a quote there, like, never give up. So it could really inspire you also to really
Mhm.
become a better person after.
But I do not know with you, sir. Reading motivational quotes sometimes for me is a double-edged sword. It can actually give you some sort of inspiration, but as well as an added pressure because it gives you like a concept that others are doing better, others are able to wing a certain situation very well or handle it very well, but then you are not. So sometimes reading those is double edged.
I think you have to focus more on the positive one. Do not
I know.
really Do not compare
True.
yourself, di ba, with others. Maybe it comes with it. Maybe it comes with age, naman. At this point in my life, I don't anymore compare myself with others.
Yes.
Like how far have they gone? Like what are the things that they were doing? They were busier than me, because I love to relax now, and I would even want to relax more and more because of this pandemic. So that's what I do. So it's more on the positive side, and it really inspires me to read notes. In fact, I gather them because I make like literally an online journal now. So I save it and then post it in my journal, and I would read it every now and then to continue
And
inspiring
that's
me. Yes, yes, yes. So
yeah.
it is really helping me. And then most of the time when your day would be bad, it's also good to smell the flowers, diba? It would
Simple
smell
thing.
the. I mean, appreciate the smaller things that are happening to you, because it may somehow erase whatever negative feeling that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like, diba,
Especially
visit.
now, it's
Yeah.
gonna be spring here, so there are more flowers. The snow is
Yes, yeah,
melting
diba?
finally. So
Yeah, you appreciate the beauty of the flowers.
it's getting warmer. The sun is out now, so it's appreciate the small things.
Yes, correct. And
No,
it's also,
like
yeah,
they say, di ba? Like they say, the more you appreciate what other people have, the less you appreciate what you possess. So
Hmm.
sometimes
Correct.
you look at other people and you see that they have a lot and you start to think that, okay, I don't really have this much. I'm not as gifted as this human being. Then that
Mm-hmm.
actually causes a very, very bad situation for you. So
Sure.
I mean, that's the worst part because you start to doubt yourself, and taking care of yourself and being able to get out of that specific bad day usually involves you accepting the current situation and then being able to move on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really difficult to compare yourself to others. So
And
the less you do that, the better you would feel. I think that's for me, that's a personal experience.
mm-hmm.
Appreciate what you have and just don't envy people. I mean, everybody's got something they have to worry about. You also have something you have to worry about. The
Yeah.
world has a lot of problems. I mean, pwede mo na share guro. We can all share that, di ba?
Hmm.
We can all share that. We all have problems. So
Yeah.
why not decrease your problem by focusing on you and not worrying about the problem of others? I mean,
Like
Eh,
that's
letting go and
my
letting God. Yes.
yes. And to
wow.
piggyback on
Right.
what Nico has said, I have read the book of Stephen Covey, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, or the Eighth Habit of Highly Effective People, and he mentioned about the circle of influence and the circle of concern,
Basi ma-stress
where
ka
you
na
have to
naman, ah.
ah.
Basi pagtapos mo basa, you will be stressed again. Kaya
No,
you have
no,
to be
that is
effective.
one thing that I am trying to live by, actually, sir. The circle of concern is the one that the thing or the circle that you can actually control. You should not. Sorry, the circle of influence is the one that you can control. So you have to expand that circle. So that and that starts with focusing on oneself, and I am trying to live by that, so that I can gain some new perspectives on things that yes, and do not get me wrong, I am maybe stressed on certain things with what others post, but I also reflect that I should focus on the things that I can control and I can do something about.
Hmm.
Correct, correct, correct. But don't be stressed by what you read, Mon, ha?
I'm trying to. I was actually reading one book of how to get rich, something like that, and it it is not maybe the best book for me because you tend to be anxious of getting
I,
rich and
I,
earning
I,
money.
I think you have to share that book to me, because by this year I have to be rich na dapat. I have to think more of money now. Yes, yes, because money has been a problem this pandemic, because we lost a lot. But one thing that I
Mhm.
promised myself is to really focus on the financial. I mean, it's not really negative. It's not
Mhm.
negative for me now. It's very positive. It's what we call that. It becomes like a driving force to continue with with living and then with your life, and to continue then with the company, we should really have money. So,
Yes.
we have
So,
to
Or
so
the both of you, you high earning people working in abroad, you can, donate some to us.
I had a fear that
excuse
I was gonna
me.
go there. I was gonna go there.
Shout
You
out,
will be
shout out.
happier if you give. Diba?
A good
It's better to
segue.
give than to receive. For the
but
both of you, you can,
but
Right, right.
Nico, I am telling you, how can you you cannot give what you do not have,
There you
diba?
go.
So,
There you
well,
go.
if for me and Uzi, I believe that if there is just the chance, if there is something extra, why not, right, Uzi? But of course, Iloilo Prima Galaw is very close to our hearts. That it is not totally out of the picture. So if there would something be extra,
Yay.
yeah, I mean, blessings will be shared, definitely.
Correct. So anyway, I think we have like suggested some things already to our viewers. What do you like in your case now? We have to say something about this. Like what do you usually do? I mean, like what is your takeaway with regards to this topic? I mean, just to have the summary of everything that we
Right.
talk about.
I think to stop and smell the flowers once in a while and take a deep breath and then to reflect on the day, like how did it become a bad day and how did you overcome it? So I mean, just to put yourself in a long term kind of way of thinking. So take a breather, stop, and then try to recollect yourself and then move on. So that's probably
Mhm.
how are you gonna get through a bad day.
Correct.
As for me, I wanted to go back to perspective. How you start your day, as they say, is how you end your day. So if you start your day in good spirits, in a good mood, that's will be the theme of your entire day. So how do I do that? I make sure that when I wake up in the morning, I have to fix my bed. I have to make my bed. I do a little bit of exercise, maybe 15 push-ups and 15 sit-ups, and then the third is prayer. I start and that prayer is focused on gratitude or giving thanks. My prayer would usually go by thank God, thank you for this new day. Please help me to be like Jesus in every way. Be with me as I work and play. So if you are grounded by with prayer and with that gratefulness or gratitude, things will fall into place as you go on with your day. So
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
As for me, just don't compare yourself to others. Be thankful with what you have and appreciate the things that you have, your talents, your gifts, everything that is about you, and just stop comparing what happens to you to other people. Everybody has their cross to carry. You have yours, they have theirs. Focus on yours, and maybe by the end of the day, you might be able to help others as well.
Right.
Correct. In my case, I believe you have to try new things. You have to try new things. Like personally, I have to go biking, and then you have to try gardening also. If you have a certain area in your place there, try gardening, and then play with your dogs. Then if you have, or
Yes.
if you have pets, they're very actually they're very inspiring. So that's it.
therapeutic.
Yeah, very therapeutic. So that's it. Try to take a shower and then visit places, go somewhere else where you can really relax. So I think that's it. So anything more? I think we're ending our time now. And we say goodbye.
Bye, and thank you very much for being with us and joining us.
Wait,
You
it's
know
This
what?
is one good conversation, actually.
I know.
guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Ilo Prima Galaw official. And if you can, please click the bell icon so that
Yes,
you'll be
please.
notified of our upcoming
Yes.
video. So guys, once again, this is Ilo Prima Galaw with me, Nikko Chua, Sir Romie John Delariarte, Uzi Jem Demegillo, and Ramon Vincent Feliciano. See you again next time. for another
Bye.
episode. Bye!
Bye! Bye!